Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Asmi,
And I'm Roger.
and welcome to
Roger and
Esme
Esme Vlogs.
Vlogs. So, yeah,
For today's topic is
yeah,
all about skin tax and how to
deal
deal
with
with it.
it. Okay, so before anything else, we would like to thank you so much for all the new and old subscriber. Thank you for your support, your kindness, and generosity. So, what do you think about skin tax?
So, skin tax. This is really like common here in the Philippines. As you know, foreigners come and visit here in the Philippines. People or sellers see you as a foreigner. So, we need to say you have a lot of money. So you can pay how much is the amount.
Uh,
So commonly in the market or public market, buying land, apartments or houses.
it's really common actually. It's really common because, as you all know, most Filipinos, most people living here would think all foreigners in general can pay.
Yes.
Yes, they would think that way. Why? Because of poverty. When they see a foreigner, they would think, oh, that's already an opportunity. Because even though that they would try to make the price higher, most foreigners think that it's cheap. It's cheap, and that's the reason why they um, try to build rapport first, make you as their friend first, and then they would sell you the double price.
Yes. That's their mindset. Like they generalize all foreigners can pay for that higher amount.
True,
So that is why skin tax exists here in the Philippines.
true. Especially if you're in the public areas, in the public market,
Let's
that's
say, for
really common.
example,
Yeah,
public market. So you have planned to buy fish or meat. Okay.
yes.
So for sure, if you go there, yeah, they would really, say that you can pay this higher amount.
True. And they would be surprised and they would be much more happier to entertain you because you're a
Yes.
foreigner.
And they have a big smile. Yes,
Yeah,
all the time. If
all
they
the
can see
time.
foreigners in the market, because they would expect that, okay, I can get higher price from you.
That's true. Not all just in the public market. There are a lot of examples. Also, because you are a foreigner, most of people would treat you much more hospitable compared to the
Yes,
Filipinos.
yes. So sometimes we ignore it because sellers entertain you first,
True.
because they can get money from you. They can get you a higher price, or they can give you a higher price for that specific, goods or food, right?
True. That's right. And most foreigners give tips.
Yes. So another example is, let's say, renting a house or an apartment, because there's no like fixed price.
Yeah.
So may the landlord or the owner, since let's say for example you're inquiring an apartment or a house for rent, they could adjust the price because there's no such fixed price for that. So let's say
Yes.
for example, $200 monthly.
Yes.
So they can higher
Try.
up, like let's say
Yeah.
for
Try to
example,
increase it.
yeah, try to increase the amount. Let's say from 200 become 225 or $250 per month
Yes.
for apartment or a house, right?
Yes. So they can basically do that and just an easy stuff. Yeah. Especially if you're new here and they know that you're new, Try to make sure that you will really know the situation. You really know like how much is the land compared to apples to apples. It's better that way.
Yes,
So,
and yeah, speaking of land, also like let's
mhm,
say you have planned to buy a land or land, so they can also increase the price. Like I said earlier, there's no
true.
set fixed price for that. So
Yes.
this scenarios or examples, you have a question that in your mind that how to deal with it, how to
Yeah.
avoid with it, like
How
skin tax
to
problem.
avoid
Yeah.
it. Yeah, how to avoid it. So let's go first in public areas or public markets and street vendors. That's really
Yes.
common. So let's how you can solve it. So worst come scenario is when your Filipina girlfriend or your wife can't go to the market and you really need to have the groceries already or have or pay no buy food. You need to buy food
In the market,
in the
yes.
market area, and your Filipina can't do so because maybe she's ill, she's in not in the mood,
Or she's
she's
busy.
very tired or busy. So worst come scenario, you'll be the one who would go there and you would buy. So how to avoid it?
How to deal with it.
Yeah, how to deal with it. So first, let's go to the market area and street vendors. So let's go with the market area. So how to avoid skin tax is number one, before approaching the seller, the market area, you need to ask first
Fellow
your
buyers.
fellow buyers. Because there you would know what is the original price of that fish, meat, anything in the public market.
Yeah.
Then you would know the original price.
Yeah, that's the best thing that you need to, or action that you need to do, like
Yes.
asking fellow buyers. Say, for example, someone or like there's a Filipino who like bought that kind or that specific seller. Let's say, for example,
Yes.
he bought fish like 1 kilo. So you have
Yeah.
to ask that person. So how much is the per kilo for that fish?
Fish.
So you already have
Yes.
an idea. So when you go there, well, if the let's say the seller will say, okay, this price is
Like 200, 200 or
$5.
500.
Let's say for example for the fish,
Yeah.
it's like $5, but honestly the price is just $3. So you can always say, oh, what
Uh,
the Filipino guy bought this fish and for $3 only, something like
yeah.
that.
You can mock him or mock
Yes,
her.
you can say, do that to me. I know it. Yeah.
You can just say that I already know the price.
Yes.
Why did you put it in a higher price when you talk to me?
Yeah, same as
Yeah.
street vendors. So that's the action that you need to do.
Yes, that's true. And don't just go with one seller.
Yeah, just
Roam
roam around.
around the market because there are sellers that actually sell cheaper price. And you can also get quality like quality food, quality fish, quality meat.
Yes, for just for a better price. So
Yes.
just I mean, don't focus on one seller only. Just roam around.
Yes. And you could compare
Yeah, compare
your
prices,
their
which
prices.
has a better price. So next is like I said earlier, renting an apartment or a house. So much better for you to ask like the neighbors or
Yes.
let's say people there, an apartment. So you can ask the neighbor,
The
right?
neighbor, the you need to be friends with the neighbors because you would know what is the original price for the apartment.
Yeah, that's the best thing that you need to do, like asking the price. So don't say yes directly. So you
Yes.
have to learn how to say no because they
Yes.
would take advantage to it. Then next is lot or land.
Yeah, the land. That's really tricky because nowadays there's a lot of agents.
Yeah, a lot of agents.
Yes. It would be better that you need to talk to the owner right away because they have this cheap price, and it's better to for your Filipina to actually talk to the owner and tell your Filipina that you're not a Kano, you're not a foreigner. Don't like tell your Filipina, do a briefing. Do a briefing that don't tell the owner that you're married to a Kano or a foreigner because they would take advantage of you right away.
Yes, and other than that, much better for you to like go to the owner directly, owner of
Yes.
the land, than go to an agent because
Yes.
they would higher the price if you will go to the agent.
Yeah, the
So
agent would actually put a higher
yeah,
price
put like additional amount so that they can get
profit
a
for it.
profit for it.
Yes.
So we would suggest you to go to the owner directly.
True.
Yes, and yeah, that's like the common problem here in the Philippines. If
Yes.
you can see them as a foreigner, they would really high up or increase the price. So
Yeah.
those are the points or the things that you need to do or how to deal with it. Like what we said earlier, if you're like buying in the market or um, like say for example land, apartment. So those are the things that you need to do or how to deal with it. Like what we said
Yes.
earlier, ask neighbors, ask fellow buyers, and do
Compare
some
apples to
researching.
apples.
Correct. Compares
Yes.
apples to apples so that you would know the exact or the lowest price.
Yes. And you can get the best deal.
Yes, exactly. So I think that will be all for today's topic, and I
Yes.
hope you can learn a lot of things so that it'll be easy for you here to avoid
Yeah.
those kind of
It's better
problems.
to avoid that because you know it's better to save than to spend.
Yes. So thank you so much, and see you in our next one.
Take care,
Take care.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.